Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Aries and Libra on Mondays. Also, for those of you guys who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Mystic Mondays Tarot. And as always, if you're interested in a personal reading, the information is in the description. Also, just as a heads up, sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I usually don't take them unless they flip over like these cards have. And there's all the cards that I'm going to pull for your reading. But I do want to take a moment to remind you guys that if you enjoy the reading or if it resonates with you, please take the time to leave a like or a comment because it's the best way for me to know if you guys enjoyed the readings. But your overall energy here is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can sometimes talk about some kind of, let's say, work or career-oriented matter, but I'm almost getting that you guys have been in the Seven of Pentacles energy, but for something else, right? So the Seven of Pentacles energy talks about planting a seed and watering it and sort of measuring the growth and really putting work into a situation, right? And you can see even just by the depiction on the card that this woman is very diligently watering her plant. And beyond just the plant, it grew into an entire tree, right? And those trees, or rather that tree bears the fruit of pentacles. So I feel like you guys are really working into a labor of love here, and I feel like it's becoming lucrative for a lot of you guys. You're starting to make some kind of money off your passion projects, which is good, but for others of you, I'm certainly getting that this is love energy. You've been putting on a lot of work towards love, and now you're sort of reaping in the rewards a little bit. It's very interesting here, because you have the Tower card, and then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Six of Pentacles is what really interests me here, because it will give us some more insight as to what this Tower card means. Now, the Six of Pentacles is a card about generosity and charity. So the fact that it's in reverse leads me to believe that one of two things is going on for you, and there's two groups of Libras, and you're just going to have to really try to identify with which group you're in. But I'm certainly getting that there's a group of Libras that have been a little bit too selfish, and another group that have been too giving. And as a result, that's causing some kind of a blockage in your life, right? Too selfish and too giving, two extremes that have ended up harming you in the end. And that's why we have this Tower card. The Tower card is going to come forth and really do a lot in the way of redistributing your energy here. Because I feel like at one point you guys did have a really good, really fair exchange and give and take of energy. And ideally that's where you want to be, especially since you guys are the sign of balance. There's that want to be in balance, but this imbalance is creating more than just an imbalance like in whatever area of your life it is. It's creating an imbalance within you, and that's why we have the Tower card, because this wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't something that really was getting to you. And we have sort of this concept of, you know, give and take, and we also have the Temperance, and we also have the Two of Pentacles. Like, there's a lot of having to do with balance here. So certainly try to get aligned in whatever way you can. Even things that are like a literal sense of balance, like taking up yoga, I feel like would help for a lot of you guys. But in particular in love here with the Princess of Pentacles, which is also the Page of Pentacles in other decks, you might hear me going back and forth, just know that they mean the same thing. But with that, I sense that there might be some kind of a message in love, which sometimes can be a proposal or maybe a confession. And even for some of you, it might just be like a letter of, I'm getting like a love letter, but also like just a letter of like, hey, you mean a lot to me. And there's certainly this want to balance it out here with this Temperance card. And that I feel like means different things for different people. But certainly, make sure that you understand who you are in relationships or even like situationships and what roles you play and sort of what dynamics there are. Because the Temperance card asks us to look at balance a little bit differently than, for example, the Justice card. Whereas the Justice card asks for like 50-50, the Temperance card will ask for proportions and moderations, right? So I always give the example of like a cake recipe. When you bake a cake, you use X amount of sugar and Y amount of flour and Z amount of eggs. You don't just put a pound of eggs, a pound of sugar, and a pound of flour. Those are the wrong proportions. And that's the kind of balance that you're trying to strive here, because you have the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like with this idea of moderation and proportions in hand, you're going to be able to reach some kind of stability, some kind of equilibrium that's going to allow you to be more aligned to what your goals are, right? Because we have this King of Pentacles, and I don't think that the King of Pentacles being in the reverse is any kind of coincidence at all, because I feel like some of you have been in this Six of Pentacles in reverse energy where you've been either too stingy or too charitable, and that's left you unbalanced, and that's left you sort of not in this Two of Pentacles state, right? The King of Pentacles is not only able to recruit resources, but he's also able to distribute his resources to other people and be charitable, right? So be careful of falling from one extreme to the other, certainly. And it's very interesting because I feel like from this idea of like disbalance, or rather imbalance, you're looking at things like this Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands talks about passion, and it also talks about messages like all the other pages, but with the wand element attached to it, there's this fire to it. And I think that for some of you, like this is I'm getting it for some of you, this may be a hookup that happens. So do be aware of the people that you're spending your time with and giving your energy to, because, you know, when the Princess of Wands is in reverse, there's certainly this energy of immaturity, of egocentricity, self-centeredness, right? And all of that, I feel like, combined with this Queen of Wands, or rather, sorry, the Queen of Cups in reverse, feels very sketchy to me, because the Queen of Wands is very emotionally mature, very much able to understand her emotions, understand other people's emotions, sympathize, empathize, you know, make and feel her emotions, but not let them control her. But the fact that it's in reverse leads me to believe that this person is very emotionally mature, very prone to letting her, I don't know why I want to say her in particular. I know that most of the people that watch these videos are women, so it might be that you are in a same-sex relationship. If you're a man and thinking about a woman or whatever, the gender identities don't really care, but this don't really matter. But this person here is very much immature, very prone to letting their temper flare up, I feel like they're a crybaby, but they also like to argue, and they might have a lot of fake crocodile tears. And there's sort of like this almost toxic element about this person here. So be careful. For reference, though, the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So if you're dealing with any of those signs and those signs resonate, take that to be extra confirmation. The Temperance card here is the card of Sagittarius. The Princess of Cups symbolizes the same as the Queen of Cups, and then the Wands are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius again. So I'm getting almost all the signs. Either way, I don't think that your main focus should be on this person. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you've been doing a really good job of staying on track. And I feel like your focus should be on this Tower moment that you're going to receive and achieving this equilibrium within your life so that you're able to be comfortable. Right? Don't get distracted by sideshows. And I'm being a little bit harsh to this person, but I feel like for a lot of you, it might just be better if you table whatever this interaction is and focus on yourself a little bit, because I feel like some of you are in that position where you're over giving to people and you haven't really been taking the time for yourself, at least as much as you should. So certainly moving forward, give yourself enough attention, give yourself enough care. But I think that those are the biggest lessons for you right now, Libra. Make sure to find that balance in your life, no matter what it looks like to you. But if you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Libras on Mondays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for next reading.